Good morning, children. Welcome to today's science class. So far, we are learning about different types of animals and insects, no children. Now, we are going to go back a little. Yes, we are going to revise the block 1. In the month of April and May, many video links were sent on this block 1. Hope many of you might have completed the block 1. And you all know the lesson also very well. Even then, it is a time for us to revise it. Some of you may not have completed that, so they can complete now, and who has already completed, they can learn and revise it once again. Yes, children, shall we move on to the block 1? Very good. See, whenever we visit a garden, even you can take our school garden only example. When you go inside the garden, we see many plants. No children, we see different types of plants, small, big, and so many varieties of plants we see. Yes, so how we have different parts in our body. Like that, you might have noticed that plants are also having different types of parts. Yes, plants have different parts, and each part has their own function, which we learned in our previous classes, like root, stem, leaves, all have their own function to perform. Yes, and plants are having one more, a beautiful and colorful part also. So can you guess what is that part called? Very good. They are the flowers. So today our topic is going to be about flowers. We are going to learn more about flowers. That is our block 1. Block 1, more about flowers. So always it is very pleasant and nice to see the flowers. No children, we cannot imagine a function at home without flowers. We cannot imagine a party without flowers. We cannot imagine a puja or anything without flowers. So flowers they beautify the function, and also they will, whenever we see a flower, it gives us a pleasant feeling. That is why we use flowers all the time in our life. Yes, children. So we have seen different flowers. You might have seen different types of flowers. Yes. So just recollect what all flowers you have seen so far. And here is a small bouquet, children. You can see here so many different, a small bouquet. Bouquet is many flowers they are joined together. You can see here many flowers are there, and all are not the same. They are differing in some ways. That's what we are going to learn today. Flowers is our topic. Yes, no children. Now, I'll show you one flower. Can you see this flower? Have you ever seen this flower, children? All of you might have seen this. Is a common flower we can see anywhere. It is a periwinkle. It's a periwinkle flower. And please see this flower. You all might have seen this flower. Yes, what is this flower name? Very good, jasmine. So when you look at these two flowers, children, are they both same? Are they both same? They differ. Yes. How all they are differing? Are they having the same color? No. They are having different colors. They are having different size. Yes. And also jasmine will have a nice fragrance. Right. So flowers differ in many ways. Just an example, I have shown you periwinkle and jasmine like this. Each and every flower, if you take a group of flowers, they will differ from one to another in many ways. That's what we are going to learn today. So just now what you saw, periwinkle color was what? Color of periwinkle was purple, right? And jasmine was white. And which is having fragrance? Here, fragrance, nice, pleasant smell, jasmine is having, but periwinkle does not have any fragrance. And size, you have seen, this is little bigger and jasmine is small. Yes, like that we can take many flowers and we can compare. What for this comparison? When you compare, we can group them. When we group them, we can learn more about them. So today we are going to learn how to group the flowers. What way we can group the flowers. So now, different ways we can group the flowers. The first way is whenever we talk about flowers, flowers are colorful and beautiful. No children. So flowers are the colorful and beautiful part of a plant. It is a part of a plant. It is going to help the plant in many ways. That's what slowly we are going to learn. We use the flowers, and not only we use flowers, even it is going to help the plants. It is going to change into a fruit, and again from the fruit new plants will grow. So flowers are not only beautiful and colorful plant, it is also a very useful part of the plant. And how these flowers, when we say colorful, they differ in their colors. So how do they differ? They differ in their color. And also when we say beautiful, their size is differing. Their size differs from one flower to another flower. Their shape differs and their fragrance differs. Some of them have very strong fragrance, some have mild, some do not have much fragrance. Their fragrance differs, and you all know that how there are different parts of a plant. Like same way there are different parts for the flowers also. You all know these are the petals, right? These are the petals. Now for the periwinkle flower, just you can count how many petals are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the periwinkle you can count and see 5 to 6. 5 petals only will be there. But if you imagine a rose, you all love to see a rose and bouquet made up of rose. See how many petals will be there. So number of petals also differs from flower to flower. Number of petals, they differ in the number of petals. And also some of them will bloom. Some of them will be in singular. They will be in single only, like rose. We can, rose will be single only. But some of them will be in cluster. So some can be, they will be single or they will be in cluster. See, cluster means like this. They will be like this. They will be in a, so many flowers will be in a, like a bunch they will grow. So some flowers will grow as single flowers they will grow. Some of them you can see as a cluster. Cluster means group of flowers. 2, 3, 4, 5 flowers, they will bloom together. Just like this you can see group of flowers, they can be together, they can grow together. That is called a cluster. Many flowers together. Some will bloom single, like our rose. Yes, children, so flowers differ in many ways. How do they differ? They differ in the color. They differ in their sizes. They differ in shape. They differ in their fragrance. Fragrance means what? The smell, good smell, pleasant smell what they have. And also they have different number of petals differs from one flower to another flower, and also they bloom as a single flower, or sometimes they are found in a group called cluster of flowers. That is what we are going to learn. If your textbook is there, you have different pictures of flowers, children, so that you can see colorful pictures you have in your textbook. You can take open your textbook and you can see the pictures. In the first page you see so many different colored flowers are there. See, you can as an activity you can do in a note draft book or in an A4 size, which is your favorite color. So for example, if your favorite color is yellow, so try to name some flowers, 3 or 4 flowers which you can find in yellow color. Shall we do now? Yellow color. Which all flowers you can see in yellow? Even some rose plant. Rose flower is also will be in yellow. Yes. And can another flower? Sunflower. Very good. And have you seen marigold, children? Marigold will be in yellow color. Yes, like that you can add up the list. And one more color you can take. For example, white. You can write white color. White. So, what all flowers we can see in white? Just now I had shown you jasmine. Then even white roses are there. Rose, you can include rose here also. And queen of night, they will say one queen of night. One flower is there. Even lilies you can see in white color. So like this you can add up the list so that you will be familiar with so many different types of flowers. Now in your textbook, children, you have in your textbook page number 10, you can see there are different flowers and it is given how they are differing in their shape. Their shape, how the color differs, same way their shape also differs. Some of them are in tubular shape, some of them are in funnel shape. Like hibiscus, you have seen some of them are in star shape. So flowers have different shapes too. They differ in their shapes also. Can we have a look at it, children? See here in your textbook, you have a bell shape. First one you can see a bell shape. Generally bluebells. Bluebells will be in bell shape, children. Bell shaped flowers. And you can see funnel shape. Funnel shaped flowers, lily. And a trumpet, like a trumpet shaped flowers will be there. There will be an angel trumpet, moon flower, like that different flowers we can see having trumpet shape. And also there will be tubular shape. Tubular shaped flowers will be even whenever when we learnt about the hummingbird, we might have seen these flowers. So they are also called as hummingbird vine, because hummingbirds will come and suck the nectar from these flowers. And even star shaped, like our jasmine and many flowers have the star shape. So different flowers have different shapes. So color, they differ in their size. If you compare the hibiscus, it is very big. If you see the jasmine, it is very small. Like that, the shape, even marigold, little bit bigger. So the size also changes. Even shape, just now I had shown you tubular, star shape, they differ in their shape. And fragrance, some have very strong fragrance like the jasmine, queen of night, they have very strong fragrance. And number of petals also differs. Some have only 5, 6, some have many petals like the rose. And also some will bloom in single like the hibiscus, rose and all. Some in cluster like jasmine and other flowers. They will bloom in clusters. Even the queen of night, they will bloom in cluster. Yes. And now different flowers, why do we group these all? When we group them, it is very useful for us to learn more scientific factors about them. Yes, children. And not only their size, color, shape differs, even their blooming time also differs. That's what we are going to discuss now. Blooming, they will bloom in different, you see, whenever we see flowers, some of them we cannot see throughout the year. Some of them we cannot see in some particular season. So flowers are seasonal. Some flowers are seasonal. Depending upon the season, they bloom. Some months we will see. And if you take the spring season, you can see variety of flowers, right? So that's spring season, we can see many flowers. Many plants will bloom flowers. Some are seen in the autumn season. Some are seen in the summer season. Some are seen in the winter season. So as per the season, some seasons, some flowers we cannot see in the other season. So some we can see flowers in a particular season also. That's what we are going to have a close look now. And also their daytime and nighttime. Some of them bloom in the daytime. Some of them bloom in the nighttime. Their blooming time also differs. Why these all differences? Because they need a particular temperature for blooming. From bud to flower to bloom, they need a particular temperature. So that temperature, when it is suitable, that time only they will bloom. So that temperature and weather condition is good, then only they will bloom. They will bloom. That is why some of them you can see in the spring. Some flowers only in the autumn. Some flowers in the summer. Some in the winter. And some of them will be blooming in the daytime, like our sunflower. When sun is there, that time only it will bloom. But when you take the jasmine and queen of night, they will bloom in the night time. So whichever flowers will bloom in the night time, they will not have a bright color. Mostly they will be in white color and they will have a strong smell and they will be very small. If suppose they are blooming in the night time, they will be small in size. They will have very good fragrance. They will have strong fragrance and also they will be mostly in white color. And daytime blooming flowers, they will be of different colors. Many examples are there, that also you can make a list. Now this is going to be very interesting for you. Which flowers we can see in the spring, which we can see in the autumn, which is summer, which flowers are seen in summer and which flowers are seen in the winter. Yes, children, so flowers, they differ in so many ways, like their size, shape, color, number of petals, fragrance, whether single or clustered. Yes, so with this, first shall we complete the S1, children. Please take out your S1. You can see in your S1, they have given you 6 flowers and they ask you to group it. So shall we start doing that? So in S1, you have 6 flowers. First, let us find out the names of the flowers, children. See, the first flower is the periwinkle. Then second is you can name them, periwinkle. Above that you can write. Next is a sunflower. Then you have the daisy. Then the rose. Then we have jasmine and the marigold. So when you know the name of the flower, you can group them. That's why I am giving the no. They are asking you to group it. No, children. So in what all ways we can group them? You tell me. As usual, first we will take the color. So first we will take color. So among these flowers, which two flowers will you have? So this is A, no, children. A. This is B flower. This is C. This is D. This is E and this is F. Yes. So now among these, which two flowers will have the same color? Very good. B and F will have yellow color. No, they will have yellow. And any other group is there? Yeah. See, jasmine and daisy, white. C and E. Yes. Now what else we can? Size. Shall we go for size? So which are our small flowers in this? Can you name the small flowers here? Jasmine and periwinkle. Can we write small, very small flowers? Yes. So A and E. Small flowers. Small flowers. And you can write big flowers on your own. That is color over, size over. Then fragrance. Shall we go for fragrance? Which will have very good fragrance, children? Which all flowers will have good fragrance here? Jasmine will have a rose. Yes, fragrance. D and E have good fragrance. Strong fragrance. Yes, children. Next, color, size, fragrance. Then what else? Shape. Shall we go for shape? So which will have the same shape here? Any flowers will have the same shape here. Or else you can take instead of shape, you can go for number of petals. Number of petals. Yes, no, children? Number of petals you see. You can see marigold will have many petals, right? And you have rose have many petals. So you can write D, F have many petals. Yes. And E, which will bloom in the night, blooming time. You can take blooming time. Here, jasmine will bloom in the night. E, bloom in night. Bloom at night. And other all, marigold, daisy, sunflower, periwinkle, rose will bloom in the daytime. That you can write. Other all you can group at one. And they will bloom at the daytime. That also you can write. A, B, C, D and F. Bloom at daytime. Yes, children. Then there is another question. How does grouping flowers help flower sellers or florists? Florists means those who will sell the flowers. How does grouping will help them, children? So to make a bouquet, to make a beautiful bouquet, no? So to make a beautiful bouquet, when they group it, then only they can make a nice pattern so that we can, it will attract us to buy. So any you can think why this grouping will help them. Flower sellers, when they group and when they make it as a nice pattern, how they will help, you can think and you can give your own answer also. Even this grouping also, you think more options if you are getting, you can do it. Yes, only I have given you yellow, white. You try to find out the other things about these 6 flowers and try to complete the S1, children. So now, by now this grouping of flowers we have completed. So how we can group the flowers based on their size, color, shape, number of petals, whether they are single or cluster, and also about their fragrance also we can group them. Also they differ in their blooming time. Some of them in the daytime, some of them in the night time. And they are seen in different seasons. That's what we are going to see in our next class. So before the next class, as I told you, an activity, different colors you can select and try to name some of the flowers which you see on the particular color. Yeah, children will continue learning about grouping the flowers. Yes, just now we discussed that flowers can be grouped based on their color, size, shape, number of petals what they have, the fragrance, and also whether they are single or clustered. Yes, we have seen many examples for this. Again I repeat, how we can group the flowers based on their color, size, shape, number of petals. Petal is the part, no, they have petals. And also fragrance, strong or mild fragrance, and also whether they'll bloom single or they will be in the group. Yes, and one more way also we can group the flowers, that is their blooming time. Blooming means what? From the bud to flower. A bud has to open as a flower, right? So the blooming time is also not same for all the flowers. Some will bloom, as I told you before, some will bloom in particular months only. Some will bloom in the daytime, some will bloom in the night time. Why this difference? Because they need a particular type of temperature and weather condition outside, then only they can bloom as a flower from the bud. So that differs. Even that way also we can group the flowers. That's what we are going to see. Some 8 flowers we will discuss today. See, marigold. You all know that marigold. Marigold you might have seen. Yes, marigold sometimes in orange and sometimes in yellow also we can see color. And it will have many petals. Yes, and it have a strong fragrance also. Very good. So which month we can buy these flowers? It will be available in the market from October to November. October and November we can see many marigold flowers blooming, and we can get them for our different purposes what for we need them. Next, mango. Mango tree, even in our school you know that we have a mango trees. You can see all the season we don't get the mango. How will we get, when will we get the mango? From the flower only, no, the mango should grow. So mangoes also seasonal. So the same way when we get the fruit in seasonal, the flowers also will be seasonal only. So which months we can see the mango flowers? April to May. You know the mango season. Before the fruit, the flowers will be, you can see the flowers in cluster in the mango trees. Periwinkle. Just now I had shown you periwinkle. Even periwinkle throughout the year, you can just write January to December also. Throughout the year, they are annual. Complete year, you can see if you have periwinkle plant nearby, almost all the months we can see the periwinkle blooming. Then water lily. Lily plant. The water lily we can see in the land and also in the water. So water lily you can see from May to September they will bloom. Then chrysanthemum, beautiful flowers, right? Chrysanthemum, and they will also they are also used for many purposes, decoration and for the bouquet and all. So they can be seen only during the months of October and November. Then bougainvillea you can see it does not have any fragrance, and it is you can see anywhere bougainvillea. So many like cluster they bloom in pink colors, yellow colors and all. So they will see even there from January to October. Almost 10 months you can see the bougainvillea blooming everywhere. You might have seen the bougainvillea from the lower classes. We are learning about this plant, no? Yes. Now jasmine. Just now I showed you jasmine plant also. Jasmine flower. So jasmine in the summer season it will start until October. We can see the flower blooming in the plant. Why do they differ like that? Because they need a particular weather condition outside, then only they will change into a flower and they will bloom. So like this we can make a many big list of different flowers, and we can find out which months we can get them. Yes, even in this rose also you can, rose flowers when we can see, children. Rose, the winter flower, no? Winter months only we can see the rose. Even like rose daisy also. In the winter months only we can see. Like that you can add up the list out of your own interest. You can add up and you can write in winter what all flowers you are getting. In the summer, what else, what all different varieties of jasmine we'll get in the month of in the summer months, no, children. So like that they blooming month also differs. Not only month, they differ in their blooming time. That is the time of the day, blooming time. Either some of them will bloom in the day or night. Some will bloom in the daytime, some will bloom in the night time. Some of them need the sunlight, very little high temperature, so they will be blooming, most of them in the daytime. Some flowers like the jasmine, queen of night and all, they will bloom in the night time. Generally, the flowers which will bloom in the night time, they will be very small and they will be white color only. They will not be having bright color, and also they will have a strong fragrance to attract the insect. They will have a strong fragrance. So this is also why some in day, some in night, because they need the right temperature and right suitable condition, weather condition to bloom. That is why the blooming time also differs. See how the flowers differ from, just we are thinking they are flowers, but they are differing in so many factors from one flower to another flower. So by grouping, how it is going to help us to learn more factors about them. Yes. Now after this, you can, in your textbook you can read about 2-3 paragraphs and some pictures also given, and we will a very nice activities given in your S2. You can take that activity, children. S2, you have a nicely, they have given you one calendar, month-wise calendar, and they have given you a tabular column. Just you have to see, they have shaded also which flower, and they have given the flowers name also: marigold, mango, periwinkle, lily, chrysanthemum, all the flower names and which month they are shaded. Just you have to see and you have to pick and write. See, pick and write which month they will bloom. That every time you write the date, whenever you are doing the sheets, worksheets, and just you can see and you can fill the tabular column. And down to the tabular column you have name 2 flowers that bloom in the spring. So in this, children, when we have the spring season will be in the which season will have the spring? April, right? April we have the seed. So you can pick from here only which flowers we will get in the spring season. April, March, April, you can see the March or April is our spring season. That time you can, which flowers from this table only you can pick and write. Bougainvillea is there, and also you can see periwinkle is there. Any other flower also you can pick, and you can, from that only you can see and write. March, see this one, and even see periwinkle throughout the year now, so you can pick that also. Even mango you can write April, March, April you can pick and you can write for that A answer. Second question, name 2 flowers that bloom in only in one season. They will bloom in only one season, other seasons we cannot see them. So very particularly in only one season. For example, you can take like this. Summer season we will have, or winter season we will have from December, January. And summer we have April, May, June. Like in any one particular season you see, and which 2 flowers are only in the any particular season. Like marigold and chrysanthemum you can see. Marigold you see only October and November. Yes. And also chrysanthemum you see October and November. They 2 are only in one season. You can see together. You can see this marigold and chrysanthemum. That is the answer for the B question. Next, C question is, my friend's birthday is in March. Which flower can I gift him? So your friend's birthday is in March. So you see which flower you can see in the March. You can see bougainvillea in the March, and this is also periwinkle in the March, and any other flower you see January to October, even hibiscus in the March. So among these 3 you can make, all the 3 you can collect and you can make a bouquet and give to your friend. So like this, from this table only you have to pick the answers. Second question, which of the above flowers bloom at night? How are they different from those that bloom in the day? So which of this, marigold, mango, periwinkle, water lily, chrysanthemum, bougainvillea, hibiscus, jasmine, which will bloom in the night? Very good. Jasmine will bloom in the night. How are they different from the other flowers? They have strong fragrance and they are small in size, and also they are in jasmine is found in white color. So this I hope you can write on your own. And next question, last question. Why is that the bougainvillea bloom for 10 months in a year while mango flowers bloom only for 2 months? Bougainvillea you see you throw almost so many months, 10 months. But mango, why you will see only in the 2 months? Why do they differ? Because they need the right temperature so that they can from the bud to flower, all flowers does not need the same temperature for blooming. They need different temperatures. Different flowers need different temperature for blooming. So why that difference, children? different flowers require different temperature for blooming and also the weather conditions they need. That is why they differ in their blooming time and also in the blooming month which they will bloom. So S2, as it is already a completed portion, S1 and S2 is combined. So after completing S1, please complete this table is there. From the table only A, B, C answer, which is not here, you can write. Think and complete S1 and S2 and be ready for the next class. And the activity which I gave, you can collect some different flowers pictures and you can write about them, what is the number of petals they have, what color they are found, and about their fragrance, which month they will bloom, whether they will daytime they will bloom or nighttime. Like that, many factors about some 5 flowers you can do on A4 sheet and keep it ready before the next class, children. Thank you, children.